Whether your home is brand new or just new to you, this show has some important information.
From inspections to improvements, we've got just the tips you need.
Today on PowerHouse, we'll talk to a home inspector about key features to pay attention to and how to maintain or improve them.
We'll help you outline a strategy for saving money on utilities before you even move in.
And we'll look at efficient and beautiful light fixtures to make your new house feel like home.
Let's settle in for this week's PowerHouse. Buying a new or new to you home is a really exciting time. There's so much to do and learn about your new space. But before offers are accepted and paperwork is finalized, a key task is to secure a thorough house inspection to evaluate the home for safety, functionality, and other possible issues. Brent Thumma with Gold Shield Inspections has over 20 years experience helping home buyers on their journey. Hey, good to see you, Brent.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so how and where do you begin your home inspection?
So when we first get to a property, we always do sort of a general walk around the property to get an overview of what we're dealing with and anything that pops out right off the bat.
Okay, well I think for today, let's kind of talk through each of the key components and you can walk us through the process. And let's start with doors and windows because we're all about efficiency and we know those can greatly impact a home's efficiency.
They really can. And a lot of that comes with us for air sealing, making sure that your seals on your door are correct and that everything fits the way it's supposed to and the doors latch and lock, both for safety and just obvious use for that. With windows, it always comes down to air sealing and whether or not the window actually operates correctly.
All right, the next one is a big one, mechanical systems. What are you looking for there?
Well, let's go take a look at those now.
Okay. So what are you inspecting down here?
So we always start with the home's heating and cooling. So like inside, we'll look at the furnace, cleanliness, make sure the filter's clean in it, just overall ability for it to work efficiently. And on the outside, we'll look at the condensing unit, the air conditioner. And for there, it's again, we look for the fins being cleared, no debris on them or anything, again, so that it can run efficiently.
All right, once you've tested those things and made sure that they operate well, how about a water heater?
So with the water heater, we look at the age and we look to make sure there's no plumbing leaks or anything like that that has caused any type of damage to the water heater. And there's a few safety issues that we check on a water heater.
All right, well, I know that electrical can cause some real safety concerns, so let's go take a look at what you look for there.
Yeah, that's right over here.
So here's the home's electrical panel. What are you looking for here?
So as you can see, we've already removed the front cover. It's not something I would recommend a homeowner do. But when we do that, we're checking for the breakers, making sure that they're appropriately sized for the appliances that they're used for. And we check for any type of burn marks or any type of buildup inside of the electrical panel that could either be a fire hazard or any type of hindrance to its normal operation.
Now, when it comes to the next category, plumbing, I know that there could be some concerns there. What would you like to show us?
Let's go take a look. As far as plumbing, what we like to look for is underneath the kitchen and bathroom areas where the most plumbing's ran in the home. We check to make sure the drains are ran correctly. There's a proper air trap under there to keep the gases from coming back. We also check those water lines to make sure there's no corrosion or active leaks on those. A lot of times those little leaks go without being seen until they've caused a significant issue for the homeowner.
Do you ever run into piping that is out of date or troublesome?
We do. We run into things like galvanized piping, which is something that hasn't been installed for a long time, but they have a tendency to corrode on the interior of them, and it sort of chokes off the water supply to the home.
So that would be a red flag, and you would note that for the homeowner.
Yeah, we like to note it, even if it isn't causing an issue right now, it is something that potentially will be an issue in the future.
So Brent, what other things do you look at inside the home?
Well, we look at the foundation in the basement, or if there's a crawl space. What we're looking for there mainly is the support of the home. Is there any damage to it? Is there any water coming in? Things that sometimes we're not able to visibly see. We actually look for staining and things that could indicate those issues.
And as far as the attic, what do you inspect there?
So we like to get into the attic and we look for insulation values. Like, is the home actually insulated well? Is there a potential for increasing that? And is there any moisture damage? Because obviously when the roof starts to fail, one of the biggest things we start to see is moisture coming into those attics.
Well, if that covers everything on the interior of the home, let's go take a look at the exterior.
All right, let's go.
So what are the things you're looking for out here?
So we look at the roof, we look for any damage to the roof covering. We want to keep that water out of the structure of the roof. And then we'll also look at the siding around the home to make sure that there's no damaged areas or any areas that are allowing, any type of moisture or even pest entry into the home.
Okay, so you collect all of this information, and then how do you summarize it so it's really of optimum use for the home buyer?
We actually use a digital report so that it actually gets sent out to your cell phone and to your email. Like, you can use it on your computer. Very detailed, and it's very intuitive to where you can actually see each part, and it has videos, pictures in it. Really helps you get an understanding of what each item is.
Well, thanks so much, Brent. This is really an important step in the process. And don't you go anywhere, because when we come back, Brent will still be with us and he'll talk about home maintenance and how that can impact your PowerHouse's safety and efficiency. We'll be right back.
I have the privilege of speaking with Brent about home maintenance and DIY improvements that home buyers should consider when they move into a different home. And Brent, thanks for hanging with us. Home maintenance task, what do you recommend home buyers should focus on first?
I would say the first and most important thing is HVAC systems. The heating and cooling of your home, making sure that you change out your filters every 1 to 3 months. More often if you have pets. It's one of those things that is overlooked the most. And also scheduling that yearly service on that system. Any HVAC company will come out, they'll clean it all out and make sure your Freon levels are correct and your burners are burning the way they're supposed to.
We were talking about that. I mean, filters are so important, and you see that firsthand when you do inspections.
We see that it's overlooked a lot, whether it be by just not being educated, knowing that that needs to be changed out, but it's one of the things that limits and degrades a system. Like your furnace, a lot quicker over time when it's not maintained.
Let's go to outside external maintenance. So what are some of the recommendations and tasks that homeowners, in terms of, it's a big investment to buy a house, to protect that investment?
Again, we'll fall right into the number one, which is your downspouts, your gutters. It seems like such a simple thing, but making sure that they're cleaned out, the water can flow, and that the downspouts actually are at least 4 to 6 feet away, because that water, if it gets pushed back towards the foundation, it creates what they call a hydrostatic pressure. It pushes into the home and into the foundation, and it can really mess things up.
All right, some good stuff there, Brent. Let's talk, kind of staying with water, let's go over to plumbing and recommendations in terms of improvements and maintenance for plumbing.
So again, it comes down to changing out some of your faucet shower heads to a low flow style. And what that does is it reduces the amount of water that you're using. And simple things like changing out your water heater to a higher efficiency. Cleaning it out every year. You're supposed to drain your water heater. Most people don't even realize that. So it's one of those very important steps that you got to keep in mind.
How about recommendations and tasks in terms of just overall safety in our homes, Brent?
Well, we always have a number one, and that's smoke detectors, that's carbon monoxide detectors. Making sure you test them every 6 months. And they're only supposed to be installed for about 10 years at max, and getting them changed out on time, making sure they work. And also having fire extinguishers where they're readily available to your family.
So, and also here in the upper Midwest, we have to be conscious of radon, right?
It's very true. We have one of the highest concentrations. Getting your house tested, the EPA recommends every 3 years, even if you have a system installed already. And if it's higher, then what you want to do is they come in and they do a mitigation system in there that actually helps reduce that from your house.
Brent, I like that point you mentioned, because we might move into a home and we see it has smoke detectors, but to think about how old that smoke detector might be, that's a great point, right?
Yep. So they're only designed the sensors in them only work well for a certain amount of years. You'll also see one of the easiest ways to tell is they start to discolor. after a certain amount of years, and you'll see them turn to that like almost yellowish color. That's always a great sign that it's probably time to be changing them.
I like that point a lot. Here on PowerHouse, we talk about comfort and how can homeowners, in terms of maintaining a comfortable temperature in their home.
So again, the thing that we see the most, especially in older homes, but is making sure you stop any of that airflow coming in around windows and doors. As simple as putting in a new door seal around your door can change a lot with that comfort level, because when you're bringing in that unconditioned air from outside, it makes your system work harder and it runs more often. And it's always important to know how much insulation you have in your attic. Again, you fall into these pre-1980s homes and it can be a very low amount, and it's something that is very easy to add to. Okay,
so again, someone could, as you mentioned, add some insulation, and I imagine, again, as we look around, caulking on windows, that's probably, you eyeball that right away.
Oh yeah, air sealing is very important.
As we talk about, expenses on our energy usage, we certainly think about appliances and lights that go in. How can consumers, in terms of how can we reduce our usage, and then what maintenance tasks can go along with that?
So what I always tell people is when you first move in, it's really easy to swap out all your incandescent bulbs or whatever with an LED bulb, which costs a lot less to run. And you can even get full fixtures that change the energy usage. Another great way to deal with that is having motion sensors for your switches, so that when you walk into a room it lights up, but when you're not in there, you're not using it, it'll actually shut itself off. Learning how to do that. If you don't go that route, just learn to shut them off when you leave.
Well, Brent, all great tips that you've shared, some great information in terms of running and maintaining a well looked after home. And if you'd like more information about maintenance and energy saving ideas for your PowerHouse, visit our website at powerhousetv.com.
Moving into a new space is a great opportunity to bring along some new attitudes and actions in regard to energy savings.
Every home is unique, as is every homeowner. The good news is that if the home you are purchasing is an established property, you can easily find out the average cost of utilities before you even move in. Most utilities offer services that let you enter information about your home and can show you how your energy use can change based off that knowledge and behavior. Armed with knowledge, you can make plans and decisions based on the information to create an actionable energy-saving plan for your family.
Programmable thermostats are one of the best ways to build in energy savings to your home. Smart thermostats give you even more flexibility, with the ability to change settings from an app on your phone to further reduce usage and maximize savings while you're away from home. Optimal thermostat settings for every season can be programmed in, so this part of the savings plan becomes set it and forget it.
Even with the best of intentions, we all fall out of our routines once in a while. We forget to click off light switches, or we leave fans running when no one is in the room to benefit from them. Make a list and make sure everyone understands the assignment. Turn off lights when you leave a room or finish a task. Unplug devices once they are charged. Switch off power strips to computers, gaming consoles, and other entertainment devices when not in use. Open curtains and blinds to take advantage of natural light and ambient heat in the winter. Close curtains to prevent overheating in the summer. Small actions add up to a big impact, so recommit to the good habits that will benefit you.
Saving energy resources is a great way to start saving your personal resources.
Visit AlliantEnergy.com for more tips on energy efficient actions for your PowerHouse.
The choices we make in taking a new space and making it our space contribute to the joy we feel while being in the space, and our lighting choices can make a big difference in energy efficiency. Blending efficiency and aesthetics can be challenging and fun. There are more options than ever before when it comes to expressing ourselves with fixture choices, light colors, and operating controls. Julie Larson with Studio H2O has graciously invited us to this beautiful showroom to talk about all things in the world of lighting. Thanks for having us, Julie.
Thanks for being here.
So the first thing I'd like to know is, when a customer walks in here, what is the one thing you want them to know?
There's actually three things, Megan. One is we believe that lighting can change everything. The look of a light can completely update your space, transform that space, and then if you do several, it's going to update your energy efficiency as well. Two would be, in our showroom, we showcase just a handful of fixtures. So if you go to our website, we have literally thousands where you can create a wish list and put your dream lighting package together. And then third, I would say, lighting can be overwhelming as well. There's a lot of choices out there. So we're here to answer questions and help you along the way.
That's great. So what advice would you give to a homeowner that moves into a new space and they already have lighting options in place?
Sure, that happens a lot, and maybe your taste doesn't align with the previous owner. That's very common. So I recommend that you live in the space for a few months and just get a feel for how each room is going to work for you. What do you need the lighting to do to function? And then, it's up to you. Do you want to just go all in with your lighting, or should we do it in phases? And maybe we do just a few fixtures at a time, or do one floor at a time to spread out your spending. So that's one thing, and then the other is maybe you want to hold off on your lighting for a few years, just to, you just bought a home. I would at least recommend that you update all your light bulbs with LED light bulbs.
Okay.
So.
Now, in talking about different rooms, are there different considerations for different areas of the home?
There are so many things to think about with lighting. Of course, there's style, there's function, there's the scale of things. How large should a fixture be? Think about your ceilings. Do you have sloped ceilings? How tall are they? Do you have natural light that comes in? Do you need something damp rated? There's different glass types. There's so much to think about, and that's what's so great about having a showroom available, because you can go in, you can look, get a feel for what you like, and sit on the couch, look through catalogs, and enjoy the process instead of guessing at what you see on the internet.
Well, and it's also good to have a professional's opinion too, to calm you down and
True.
kind of help you through things, right?
True, yeah.
So talking about fixtures, are there some that are more efficient than others, and can you give us some examples?
Sure. So the lighting industry is basically all LED. Either it's going to be integrated LED fixtures, or it's going to be designed so that an LED bulb goes in your fixture. That's just where the lighting industry is and where it's heading. With LEDs, you're going to be 7 times more efficient than incandescents. Your fixtures aren't going to get hot like they used to with incandescents. And then when you're thinking about like fluorescent lighting, you have to deal with disposing of mercury, things like that. So there's a lot of safety things with our environment that you have to think about. And LEDs are non-toxic, you can recycle them.
They don't get hot.
Exactly, yeah. So it's just where the lighting industry is going, and it's so much more energy efficient.
If I was a homeowner who wanted to go through stages in implementing my lighting, what would you recommend as the first swap out that they do that would make the highest impact both visually as well as efficiently?
Sure. So I think it depends on the homeowner's needs. I'd say most people, I would recommend you go with your what I call wow fixtures. So you select your fixture for your foyer and your dining room and maybe your kitchen island, the ones that people are going to see and walk into your home and say, wow, that's a beautiful fixture. So I'd start with there and kind of build your collection from there. But then also, Megan, say that you work from home, which a lot of people do. And what's most important to you is getting your office set up with the right lighting so that it functions for you. So you could do some nice sconces over your workspace and then a nice energy efficient fan.
And what are your thoughts on outdoor lighting?
Outdoor is interesting. So a lot of people come in and they have their indoor all picked out. They know what they want, but they kind of forget about outdoor. It's an afterthought. But outdoor, there's so much out there. There's solar powered, there's integrated LED also. And then you want to think about beauty. You want to think about energy efficiency and practicality. When it comes to energy efficiency, I think about, does it have a motion detector so it's not on all the time? Can I do dusk to dawn bulbs so that they come on at sunset and turn off at sunrise? And then there's also fixtures out there that are called dark sky fixtures, and they're designed to reduce light pollution and reduce energy waste.
We talked a little bit about LED bulbs, obviously, but how can bulbs and their control systems help us in saving energy?
Yeah, so the bulbs and the control systems. I feel like that's where the industry is heading. We happen to have one line. I have a pendant over here that with my app, with an app on my phone, I can control the color, the brightness, the color temperature. I can put it on a timer. And this line has light bulbs, it has under cabinet lighting. It has all sorts of switches and outlets. And this is just where it's going. And you can control all this on your phone, on an app, and you can really, you can set it on a timer.
Can you also set up vignettes, like
Sure.
a party vignette or a nighttime?
That's right. So yeah, with the colors, you could set it up for a football party if you want to do your team colors. And yeah, you can just set it to your mood that night. It's great. It's fun and it's energy efficient.
This is such great information. Now, what can a homeowner expect to pay if they come into a showroom like this, not only for the fixtures, but also for your expertise in helping them design a custom plan?
So our expertise is free, it's complimentary, and we love to help people. Cost-wise, there's a wide range. You know, we have lots of price points on our website. A builder-grade home might be $1,500, but then it swings all the way up to luxury, high-end, exclusive lighting. So it's really what you want to make it. That's the beauty of it. You can splurge on a few things and then be price conscious elsewhere. So it's what you want to make it, and we're here for you to help you in that process.
So it sounds like you really can work within any budget.
Really can. Yep.
This is great information. It's illuminating.
Oh, I love that.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thanks for being here.
If you'd like more tips on creating your own custom design plan for your PowerHouse, visit PowerHouseTV.com.
We learned about new homeowner concerns on this week's PowerHouse.
We walk through an inspection to learn what and how they evaluate.
We got some key tips on maintaining and improving a home based on inspection findings.
We created an energy savings plan that can be started on move-in day.
And we explored lighting options that provide efficiency and beauty.
We made a house a home on this week's PowerHouse.